The backlash on our story exposing Eagle Recycling has caused such a commotion, it's even reached our state capitol. I'm here at the New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection in Trenton to uncover the truth of what exactly the state is doing to protect the residents of North Bergen. The New Jersey Department of Environmental Protection is a government agency that is responsible for managing the state's natural resources and addressing issues related to pollution. After bringing public awareness to the evident asbestos contamination occurring at waste management company Eagle Recycling in North Bergen, the DEP contacted Hudson County TV to further discuss.
We have not, observed any issues with the improper handling of asbestos. So I think,
Well, it says here in 2011 that, they're allowed to have asbestos on their...
They're supposed to sort that material out and dispose of it properly, and they're not processing.
Here that it's not permitted by the EPA. Asbestos not permitted. Violation. Failing, receiving, storing, handling, and processing waste type asbestos not permitted.
The processing of material that contains asbestos is not permitted. They were breaking the materials down through a grinding process, and we felt that that was rendering the non-friable asbestos into a friable form where the fibers could be released.
Is there anyone testing the materials?
The testing it would be done when you suspect that you're finding asbestos.
They did do a test where they took 13 samples and 3 of them came back with asbestos. So I'm just wondering why it's not being tested more often.
At the time that was going on was under the prior management, and we saw a much greater likelihood. We were seeing materials that we were classifying as asbestos-containing materials.
According to documents from the Hudson Regional Health Commission filed on May 20th, 2011, the Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, found that, quote, Eagle did not have a program in place to prevent airborne asbestos within the building and that the dust suppression systems were insufficient, despite the presence of residential housing within 500 feet of the facility. The EPA also found that these practices may have increased the risk of asbestos exposure to employees, families of employees, visitors to the site, nearby residents, and individuals near transit routes and landfills receiving the waste. As of February 2011, Eagle Recycling still did not have approved asbestos screening or abatement programs in place and was not rejecting or protectively managing asbestos-containing material.
The system that was put in at its time was thought to be the right system, and they got their permit initially so that they could install it. They operated it. And what we found is it's ineffective for the type of operation they've got.
So if the facility has been open since 2005, why is it taking so long for the air system to even get in there? It's now 2012 and it's still not up and going.
I think we cited them in 2006 and 2007 and possibly in 2008. Again, the administrative law process in New Jersey takes a while to go through the system. There's a lot of checks and balances. Former owner of the facility let a lot of things go. As John has indicated, we've cited them for over $800,000 in penalties from the air program.
Have they paid any of those fines yet?
Those are still in administrative court. So they're going through the court process. At the same time, we're trying to work with them towards a settlement process to try to speed things up quicker.
December 2006, there was an issue with radioactive materials. Are you familiar with that?
Yes. What the offending material was turned out to be a smoke alarm. Single smoke alarm that was in a load of metal that was shipped out of Eagle Recycling to a Pennsylvania recycling facility. It triggered an alarm at the recycling facility, so the load was sent back to New Jersey.
One alarm could trigger something for radioactive material? Because I know they have a small amount.
Yeah, the threshold level for these radiation alarms at the recycling facilities are set very low.
And whatever happened with that?
It was handled by a licensed contractor and disposed of at a regulated facility.
Is there documentation for that? Because I haven't found any documentation. I have like 3,000 pages of documents. And I haven't found anything except for there was a fire a couple of days later.
But I was assured by the supervisor of the radiation program that it was documented.
Do you think the safety is at jeopardy for any of the residents or employees that work at Eagle?
We've answered that question through the, what we stated in terms of what we're doing proactively. So I think that, that's been asked and answered. Well, again, you know, we provided you with an answer which states that, you know, we've been at the facility, we've been monitoring it.
I know, but it's 2012. It's been open since 2005. So for all those years, people have been exposed to dust and whatever's in there.
State that anybody's been exposed to anything unhealthful.
So the air quality is 100% fine in North Bergen.
Nobody said that. We always tell anybody that has an issue where dust or anything is impacting their ability to enjoy life and property to call the department's toll-free environmental hotline at 1-877-WARN-DEP. And those operators, which is our man 24 hours, will take their call and pass it on to the appropriate inspector for an investigation.
Although the DEP is working with Eagle to install better air filtering systems, reports prove that in the meantime, both citizens and workers are still being exposed to the contamination. If you're concerned for your safety, there will be a town meeting held this Wednesday at the North Bergen Municipal Building at 5 p.m. where these matters can be addressed. For Hudson County TV, I'm Michelle Latour. For more programming, log on to hudsoncountytv.com.